It's National Egg Day, and today we're talking about all the different eggs at the Rylee Ranch. This is an ostrich egg, and that's how Kevin makes ostrich eggs with Doug and Ursula. Kevin, that's a big egg.
Yep, and that's just Kevin doing his mating dance.
And what comes out of those eggs? Well, baby ostriches come out of those eggs. Hey Buzz, how's it going? And ostriches grow very, very, very fast. See how big Buzz is? And he's not even a year old. Buzz, you came out of one of these. One of these. And then you got emu eggs. Now, these things are cool. Like, look how pretty these are. These are what emus lay, giant green eggs. Now, this one's hollowed out because emus actually lay in January and February. So this one's just on display in our cabinet. Yep, and those are what comes out of those big green eggs. You guys, you have a piece of bread on your back. And those giant emus, well, they actually started out as tiny emus, like these little velociraptors. You guys, this is what you came out of. Look how big these things are, only a few months old. Please don't break this. This is for display purposes only. And what about a goose? Well, this is a goose egg. The goose sits on the eggs, and then a couple weeks later, something really magical happens. This egg turns into a baby goose. Yep, and then those little eggs turn into little geese. And this is 2 male geese and the female raising their family of 3 goslings. Yeah, you heard that right. 2 dads, 1 mom, 3 babies. And then there's the ducks at the Rylee Ranch. And they don't lay very many eggs because most of them are male ducks. But these are their eggs, and they just lay them wherever they feel like. You guys? And then the pigeons, the Rylee Ranch, they have these tiny, tiny little eggs. And then the egg everyone is familiar with, the chicken egg. And white eggs come from white chickens, and brown eggs come from brown chickens. And even at the Rylee Ranch, we let our hens create a little tiny life for themselves by having a few babies. You guys, welcome to the Rylee Ranch. And then there's those little tiny eggs that aren't small. They come from silkies. They're the right size for the size of the chicken. Yep, and then you got this really old turkey with his 2 wives, and they don't lay anymore because they're old, but their eggs kind of were about the same size of a goose, but they're kind of beige and speckly. Pretty cool looking. Yep, and then there's the macaws, the Rylee Ranch, and I gotta tell you, not sure if they're 100% male or female, but we've never seen any eggs from these 2. And then we have the peacocks, the Rylee Ranch. And I got to tell you, they've only ever laid 1 or 2 eggs in the whole lifetime they've lived here. At least you guys are pretty.